Okay, here is our 1960 MGA Coupe, which was restored a little over 10 years ago. Originally a red car, but has been repainted in this really gorgeous professional application of British Racing Green. As you walk around the car, you will notice the glass, the trim, all in really nice shape, all the piping, all the rubber seals, chrome brightwork, handles, all really in great shape. Paint quality itself is on the upper end of driver quality. Tires are Hankook Optima. You've also got new wheels, silver painted wheels. Trim around the headlights is in great shape. The grille as well. Now the chrome bumper does have some of the chrome here starting to flake off on the passenger side. What you can see as I come down here toward the rocker area, there's no bubbling. The paint is very reflective. In the photos I posted online, I hadn't yet installed the new chrome and rubber around the passenger side taillight section here, so that's been done. As far as paint flaws, there are a couple little bubbles here on the back of the car, right below the trunk lid. Very small. There's also a little rippling right here on the trunk lid itself as well. Kind of hard to capture in video. There you go. And that's just the one spot, really. Moving on to the interior, which probably needs another vacuum since I've been driving the car a little bit. The door cards are new. All the handles and everything are in great shape. The dash is free from any cracks or weathering. All this was replaced when the interior was restored. Got the MG branded carpeting. In the photos, this looks like it's some kind of tear, but it's just the black dye on the leather, which is starting to fade a little. That can be fixed up really easily with a company like Fibernew. Headliner, all the screws are in place. Got your sun visors there. Carpeted battery tray cover. You can hear the fuel pump kick on. I just pulled it out of the garage a moment ago. And your choke, which is hooked up. You got your tachometer, which is working. Speedo works, fuel gauge works, oil pressure and water temperature work. Horn. Your wipers. All your lights around the car are working. Cigarette lighter. The radio does not work. The map light does not work. the turn indicators do work both directions, and the vacuum is hooked up to them, so they will self-cancel. As you can see, it's starting to move back to center. Passenger side also illuminates. It's got a brand new exhaust all the way back. I do have the headlights on, as I mentioned, so you can see the tail lights were working. Headlights are working. We'll go ahead and take it for a spin. The e-brake holds the car. You can drive it with one hand. Gotta trust your brakes going down this hill. Does have the disc brakes in the front, drum in the back. New hydraulics for that, as well as the clutch. See our oil pressure, water. Rattles just a little bit. You can probably hear it just a tiny bit. When I hold it, the sound goes away. There's a washer in there, I think, rattling around. I'm not entirely positive. I think it's just the shift knob itself. Stops in a straight line. The wheel doesn't yank to the right or to the left when you hit the brakes. And obviously it drives in a straight line. Really nice. Go take it around some corners. Right now we're doing about 45 or 50 at about 3,000 RPM in fourth gear. It's a very zippy little car, fun to drive, good balance. Showing 55 miles an hour. We're going to take this corner, this 25 mile an hour corner, at around 50. Let's see what happens. Superb handling for a car that's 20 or 63 years old. Extremely tight. lock them up. Very easy to hit the brake pedal. Stops in a straight line. It's an awesome car. It really is. And mechanically, it's absolutely ready to be enjoyed. Creeping up a little bit to operating temperature here. We're at 165, still at around 50 psi at idle. Synchros work great. I can downshift into second while rolling. Obviously no synchros in first, as with all of these cars. They will grind just a little if you try to put them in first gear while rolling. But you can downshift from fourth to third and third to second while rolling very easily. And I'm just waiting here for the traffic light. Sitting here idling at around 9,000 RPM. Alright. Again, that's the shift knob rattling. When I take my hand off the shifter, it just makes a little bit of a rattling sound, and you can hear it right now. Watch. Never have any issues about engine temperature getting above 190 or 200. Even in traffic, oil pressure stays at least 30 when idle, when fully warm. Like I said, all the lights work, the brake lights, turn signals. Electrical things that I've noticed, the radio and the map light. And then I do believe the heater blower motor works. I'm definitely, when I turn the heat over to the right here to open up the heater core, I absolutely feel hot air blowing on my feet right now. The heater will work in the winter. At idle, still sticking right around 168, 170 degrees. clutch to get it into first a little. There we go. First gear, tug, tug, tug. No problem getting up the driveway whatsoever. The steering is so good on this car, it really is. And like I said, the e-brake holds the car in place on an incline. So, shut her off, and then show you it starts right back up. Boom. Thanks for watching.